Hello viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Hashim Ali Khan. Presently I am giving the lectures on the subject Financial Accounting 1. In this subject the topic is Subsidiary Books. Already I have uploaded the theoretical part of what are subsidiary books, what is the importance of subsidiary books, what are the different types of subsidiary books, what is the format of subsidiary books. All these things I have explained in the theory introduction part of subsidiary books. So if you have not watched that video, please I suggest you to go to the playlist, select the subject Financial Accounting 1. In that subject you will find subsidiary books, select it, watch the complete video. Then I have uploaded the video on short problems of subsidiary books, nearly 10-11 short problems I have explained. Then 3 main problems I have completed. So now 4 main problems I have completed. Now I am starting the 5th problem in this video. So to get a complete knowledge, watch the initial videos, then only you can be able to understand the successive videos, and watch the video till the end to get a complete command on the subject. Now if you are new to my channel, I suggest you to go and visit the playlist of my channel. I have uploaded a number of videos on different subjects like cost accounting, corporate accounting, advanced accounting, financial management, investment management, business statistics. So many videos are there. Select your subject, select your topic, watch the video and enhance your knowledge. Be prepared, have confidence on the subject. So before starting the next main problem on subsidiary books, I expect my viewers to have a hard copy of the problems. I have given the problems in the link under my description. Go to the link, take a printout and keep it ready before watching the solution, explanation of the problem. Now I am reading out the problem number 5. See the 5th problem. Enter the following transaction in 3-column cash book. 3 column already we have done 2-3 problems. 3 columns on debit side, 3 columns on credit side. The 3 columns are date, discount, cash and bank. Similarly here credit side also discount, cash, bank. These 3 accounts are combined in the cash book. Right? So here also we have to make triple column cash book, 3-column cash book. Now 2015 January 1st, cash in hand, opening balance of cash is 730, opening balance of bank is 9,200. Already I told you in the previous video, when we make the cash book, see whether cash is received or cash is paid. If cash comes in, take it on the debit side. If cash is paid or out, take it on the credit side. Similarly, cash is deposited in the bank, debit side. When cash is paid through bank, credit side. This point you have to remember while recording the entries in the cash book. Now, see the solution here. 3-column cash book, debit side, date particulars, LF, discount, cash, bank. Credit side, date particulars, LF, discount, cash, bank. Opening balance, 2015 June 1st. Yes, it is June 1st. To balance brought down, cash in hand 730, bank balance 9,200. This is the opening balance at the beginning of the month. Cash balance and bank balance. Now we record the transactions. The first transaction is 3rd June. Received check from Indra, rupees 868, discount 32. Received a check. When we receive a check, we deposit it into the bank. We deposit the check into the bank. So debit side. Debit side to Indra. So what is the amount of check? 868 is the amount of the check. And how much discount we have allowed? 32 rupees discount. So discount column 32, bank column 868. Don't commit mistake while recording the transaction in the particular column. Suppose many students will commit the mistake. By mistake 868 is written in the cash column. Your account will go wrong. So see whether it is check cash received or check received. Check is received from Indra, so the check will be recorded in the bank column. After 3rd, 5th, paid for advertising by check. Paid for advertising by check. So credit side by advertising. Bank column 300 because his check is issued. Date is 5th. After 5th, 6th, cash sales. When goods are sold for cash, cash is received. The receipts debit column. Cash column 500. 2 sales. Cash column 500. 6th date. After 6th, 8th. Paid salaries. Paid salaries. Nothing is given, so cash is paid. So credit side by salaries, cash column 650. If nothing is given, we assume it is cash paid. After 8th, 9th amount withdrawn from bank for office use. 9th date transaction is amount withdrawn from bank for office use. It's a contra entry. Previous problem I have explained you in detail regarding contra entry. An entry which appears on both the sides of the cash book, debit side as well as credit side. That is called contra entry. Contra entry will occur in two cases. When cash is deposited in bank or when cash is withdrawn from bank for office use. When cash is deposited, the entry will be bank account data to cash. Bank will be debited, cash will be credited. When cash is withdrawn from bank for office use, then cash account data to bank. Cash is debited, bank is credited. In these two circumstances, the entry will come on both the sides of the cash. That is contra entry. So here 9th, amount withdrawn from bank for office use. When amount is withdrawn from bank for office use, the entry is cash account data to bank. Cash account data to bank. So cash should be debited by how much? 800 rupees. So cash should be debited by 800. So debit side cash column I have taken 800. Carefully, you see this entry. Cash account we have debited. Which account we should credit? Bank account we should credit. So same credit side bank account 800. So same thing, 9th date on both the sides. Cash account is debited, bank account is credited. Against this write down C. C stands for contra. C stands for contra. Because I am taking this 9th transaction on both the sides. Debit side cash column, credit side bank column. Contra. Right? Now we have to write the opposite name. Here which account is debited? Cash account is debited. So opposite of cash, bank. So to bank I will write. Here bank account is credited. So opposite of bank, cash. So by cash. So by cash to bank. Here cash is debited, bank is credited. This is the 9th transaction, contra entry. Then 12th, cash drawn for personal use. When cash is drawn for personal use, it is called drawings. So date is 12th. So 12th by drawings. Cash is withdrawn. So cash column 400. Cash column 400. Then 14th, issued check in favor of J.K. Rao. Issued check. When we issue the check, cash will be paid through bank. So credit side by J.K. Rao. What is the value of the check issued? 790. How much discount received? 50. It is given discount 50. So 790 bank column, 50 rupees discount. 14th or. Next 18th. Received check from Dinesh. Received check. So debit side to Dinesh. What is the value of the check? 986. 986 is the amount of the check. And discount allowed is 26. So discount column 26, 986 bank. Next. Sale of machinery received by check. 20th transaction, sale of machinery received by check. So when check is received, debit side to machinery, to sale of machinery. How much? 4,000 rupees is the check received for sale of machinery on 20th. Next 22nd, bank returns check of Dinesh dishonored. Dinesh has given the check. See here, Dinesh has given a check of 986. This check was returned dishonored by the bank. By the bank. So opposite entry. So payment side by Dinesh. Here bank को debit कर दिए थे 986. Now we credit bank account 986 because the check is dishonored. When we receive the check, we thought our bank balance will increase. But the banker has informed that the check is dishonored, not received. So 986 credit side by Dinesh. Next 24th, new machinery purchased, payment made by check 20,000. New machinery purchased, payment made by check. So by machinery. Which column? Bank column 20,000. 24th date. Next 30th, last transaction, 30th June. Bank charges as per passbook. Bank charges as per passbook 20 rupees. The banker has taken 20 rupees from our account. So credit side by bank charges 20 rupees bank column. 30th date. That's all. So whatever transactions are given in the problem, I have recorded it in the cash book. Now I will find out the balance. Normally, always cash account debit side will always be more. Cash column debit side will always be more. So cash column debit side, if you take the total, it is coming to 2030. 2030 is the total of the cash column debit side. From 2030, I subtracted all credit items, minus 650, minus 400. Then the balancing figure is 980 rupees. 980 rupees is the closing cash balance. At the end of the month, cash in hand is 980 rupees. Now, below the total, to balance brought down 980 rupees. 1st July, next month started. That's all. Cash account is over. Now, bank account, sometimes, most of the times, debit side will be more. Sometimes, credit column will be more. When the credit column is more, when the payment from bank is more than the deposit, that is called overdraft. When withdrawals are more than deposit, it is called overdraft. So sometimes it will happen that the customer has overdrawn from his account. So in this case, credit side bank column will be more than debit side. Here it is happening the same thing. If you find out the total on the credit side, it is coming to 22,896. 22,896 is the total payment from the banks. Whereas debit side, if you take the total, it is lesser. Deposits are less than withdrawals. So 22,896, credit side is more. So I am taking 22,896. From 22,896 minus 9,200 minus 868 minus 986 minus 4,000. The balancing figure I am getting 7,842. The bank balance, balancing figure I am getting on the debit side. So debit side to balance carried down, bank overdraft. Bank overdraft balancing figure 7,842. When carried down, I have taken on debit side, brought down will be taken on the credit side. So by balance brought down, bank overdraft 7,842. Opening balance, we have cash balance and favorable bank balance. Opening balance, cash balance and favorable bank balance. But end of the month, we have opening cash balance, but overdraft bank balance. Bank balance is overdrawn. This is the problem number 5. Now I am reading out problem number 6. Enter the following transaction in 3-column cash book. 2015 January 1st. Again, I have prepared here 3-column cash book. Debit side, date particulars, LF discount cash bank. Credit side, date particulars, LF discount cash bank. Same, triple column cash book. So debit side 2015 January 1st to balance brought down 410 cash and 8,920 is the bank balance at the beginning of the month. To balance brought down. Now what are the transactions? 2nd January, cash sales. Cash sales means goods sold for cash. When goods sold for cash, cash is received. So debit side to sales. Cash column 4,500. Cash column 4,500. Next, 3rd, paid into bank. Paid into bank. That means cash deposited in bank. Contra entry. The entry will be bank account debtor to cash. When we deposit the money in the bank, the entry will be bank account debtor to cash. The bank should be debited by how much? Bank should be debited by 4,000. Bank should be debited by 4,000. So I have taken bank account. See here. Here debit side bank account I have taken 4,000. So bank is debited. Cash should be credited. So cash column credit side 4,000. Credit side cash column 4,000. Debit side bank column 4,000. Contra entry. Cash deposited in bank. Right? So against this 4,000 write C. Contra. Here also 4,000 write C. Contra. 3rd January, 3rd January. Right? Now we have to use opposite name. Here bank account is debited. The bank account is debited means to cash. Here cash account is credited. So we write on by bank. When cash is credited, by bank. When bank is debited, to cash. That's all. This is the contra entry. 3rd completed. Now 5th, purchased stationery. That means payment made in cash. Buy stationery. 5th transaction, buy stationery, 100 rupees, cash column. Then paid Mahesh by check. Paid Mahesh by check. So we are issuing a check to Mahesh by Mahesh. 280 rupees is the check amount. 20 rupees discount received. 20 rupees discount received. Then gave a check for cash purchases. 12 transaction, gave a check for cash purchases. So credit side, by purchases, 1500 rupees bank column. 15th, amount withdrawn from bank for personal use. Drawings. Amount withdrawn from bank for personal use by drawings. 500 rupees bank column, 15th date. 20th. Next is after 15th, 18th. 18th received from Suresh a check for rupees 1970. Received a check from Suresh. So debit side to Suresh 1970 in full settlement of his account for 2000. Actually we have to receive 2000 rupees from Suresh. Out of 2000 we are receiving only 1970 in full settlement. That means we have allowed him a discount of 30 rupees. 30 rupees discount. Right. So we have received a check from Suresh. Now 20th, drew from bank. Withdrawn from bank for office use. Drew from bank का मतलब होता है cash withdrawn from bank for office use. Entry will be cash account data to bank. Contra. Cash withdrawn from bank for office use. Cash account data to bank. Amount is 1000. So cash should be debited. So debit side cash column 1000. Debit side cash column 1000. Credit side bank column 1000. Credit side bank column 1000. This is a contra. So write down C. Here 1000 against C. Here 1000 against C. 20th. Here also 20th. Right? Now cash is debited to opposite name bank to bank. Here bank is credited by cash. Opposite name we should take. 20th contra entry over. Now 21st paid wages. 21st paid wages by wages 100 rupees cash. Then 25th bank returns check of Suresh dishonored. Bank returns check of Suresh dishonored. So opposite side. When we receive the check from Suresh, we have recorded on the debit side. When the check is dishonored, we take it on the credit side. So 25th by Suresh. What is the amount of the check we have received? 1970. The bank account is credited by 1970. Here bank account debited, here bank account credited by Suresh. Next, bank charges as per passbook 10 rupees. Last one. 31st bank charges as per passbook. That means banker has taken 20 rupees from our account. So credit side by bank charges 10 rupees. 31st. Over. All the transactions we have completed. Now discount column or discount column debit side 30 rupees, credit side 20 rupees. We should not balance the discount column because debit side we have discount allowed, credit side we have discount received. So two separate columns, two separate accounts are there, discount allowed account and discount received account. Now cash account. Debit side the total of the cash balance is 5,910. The total of cash on debit side 5,910. From 5,910 I subtracted 4,100, 100. The balancing figure is 1710. 1,710 is the closing cash balance. Similarly, bank balance. Debit side, if you take 8,920, 4,1970, the total is 14,890. From 14,890, I have subtracted all credit items. The balancing figure is 9,630. 9,630. So by balance carried down, balancing figure, cash balance 1,710, bank balance 9,630. So we are having favorable bank balance. The opposite side, 2015 February 1st, to balance brought down 1,710 and 9,630. That's all. This is the end of problem number 6. Come on viewers, now we'll start the next problem, that is problem number 7. I am reading out the 7th problem, see carefully. Enter the following transaction in 3-column cash book of Sunil and balance the same on 31st December 2013. Actually, it is not 31st December, 31st January 2013. So 1 month transactions are given and we have to make a triple column cash book of Sunil. So see here carefully. Sunil, 3-column cash book, debit side date particulars LF discount cash bank. Same date particulars LF discount cash bank, debit credit. So 2013 January 1st, beginning of the year, 1st Jan. Opening balance to balance brought down, cash in hand 5,400 and cash at bank 1,475. Given in the problem, cash in hand 5,400, cash at bank 1,475. I have taken the opening balance. Now I will record the transactions. 2nd January, issued a check to Shekhar. When we issue the check, we record it on the credit side by Shekhar. You can see here January 2nd by Shekhar. 850 rupees is the value of the check and 150 rupees the discount received given in the problem. 3rd January, paid salaries. So by salaries, cash column 1,150. If nothing is given, if only paid salary is given, we assume it is paid in cash. 1,150 cash column. Then after 3rd, 5th, cash received from sale of investment 4,900, out of which 1,250 was deposited into bank. We treat two separate transactions. The first transaction, cash received from sale of investment 4,900. 4,900 rupees are received on the sale of investment. So debit side to investment. 5th date to investment. How much cash is received? 4,900. So 4,900 I have taken in the cash column. Complete 4,900 cash received on sale of investment. From this 4,950, 1,250 was deposited in cash. Deposited in cash. So contra entry. When we deposit cash into bank, the entry will be bank account debtor to cash. When we deposit cash into bank account debtor to cash. Bank should be debited, cash should be credited. So here debit side bank account 1,250. I have taken 1,250 in bank column debit side. Same 1,250 I have to take on the credit side cash column. So credit side cash column 1,250. This is cash column 1,250. This is bank column 1,250. Bank account is debited, cash account is credited. Against this, write down contra. C. Contra. Now we have to write the opposite name. When bank is debited, write down to cash. When cash is credited, by bank. That's all. So this is the contra entry entered on 5th Jan. Then 6th, received from Vikram a check of rupees 775 in settlement of his account for 950. Actually, we have to get 950 rupees from Vikram, but out of 950 we are getting only 775 check, and remaining balance we are allowing discount. So we are receiving, so debit side to Vikram, check we are receiving 775, so bank column 775. How much discount we are allowing? 175, because 900 rupees we have to receive, we have received only 775. So 900 minus 775, 175 discount. So 6th January over. Now 9th, received from Naidu rupees 1,150 discount allowed 50. Received from Naidu 1,150. When we receive debit side to Naidu, how much cash we have received? 1,150 cash we have received, 50 rupees discount allowed. 9th January over. Now 10th, withdrew for personal use by check. Withdrew for personal use by check. It is called drawings. So credit side by drawings. Which column? Bank column, because check is used. 175. Next, 11th, bank charges as per passbook. The banker has taken some money from the bank account. Bank charges. So credit side by bank charges. Bank column 10 rupees. 11th transaction. 11th date over. 14th, interest received from Manohar. When we receive debit side to interest, we are not concerned from whom we have received. Simply we should write to interest. Don't write to Manohar. We are not concerned with the name of the person. What we have received, that is important. So to interest 140 rupees cash column. Next, 16th, goods sold for cash. Goods sold for cash. So cash is coming in. So debit side to sales. Cash column 7,000, 16th date. Now after 16th, 18th, Bank collected dividend on shares 360. Bank collected dividend. That means bank account is debited. So debit side to dividend on shares. To dividend on shares. How much bank has collected the dividend? 360. So bank column write down 360, 18th date. Same 18th date purchased from Wahed for cash 2400. Purchased goods from Wahed. We are not concerned with Wahed or anybody because it's a purchase for cash. When we purchase the goods for cash, we are not concerned with the party. So simply you should write by purchases. So here you can see 18th date, by purchases 2400 in the cash column. Name is given in the problem. We should not write the name from whom we have purchased, not necessary. Then last 20th January, paid rent. Paid rent. So by rent. How much paid rent? 400 rupees cash column. If nothing is given, we assume cash is paid. 400 rupees. That's all. All the transactions for the month of January we have recorded in the cash book. Now we have to find out the balance. First of all, discount column, no balancing. Only total on debit, total on credit. So debit side discount column is 225 and credit side discount column is 150. So 225 is discount allowed and 150 rupees is discount received, no balancing. Now cash column. If you take the total of the cash column, debit side you are getting 18,590. 18,590 is the total of cash column. Same 18,590 minus 1150 minus 1250 minus 2,400 minus 400. The balance of cash at the end of the month is 13,390. 13,390. This is the closing cash balance at the end of the month. By balance carried down balancing figure. Similarly, we have to find out the bank balance at the end of the month. Debit side, if you take the total, you are getting 3,860. Same 3,860 minus 850 minus 175 minus 10. So 2,825 is the bank balance at the end of the month. So this is by balance carried down, cash balance, bank balance. Now we will come to the next month, February. February 1st, to balance brought down, 13,390 is the cash and 2,825 is the bank balance. That's it. So this is the end of 7th problem. Now I am reading out the 8th problem. See carefully. Enter the following transaction in a cash book. Triple column cash book. So 2013 January. So date is given. We are given the transaction for the month of January 2013. So 3 column cash book. Debit, credit, date particulars, LF, discount, cash back. Date particulars, LF, discount, cash back. Debit side 2013 January 1st. To balance brought down 5375. So opening balance is given, cash in hand 5375, balance at bank 15,490. 15,490. Opening balance I have taken. Now I will start recording the transactions. 5th Jan, paid into bank 7,000. Paid into bank 7,000 means cash deposited in bank. It's a contra entry. Cash deposited in bank is a contra entry. Bank account data to cash. So bank should be debited 7,000. So here you can see bank is debited 7,000. Same 7,000 cash is credited. Credit side cash 7,000. So 7,000 bank debited and 7,000 cash credited. Against this write down contra C. 7,000 के साथ C लिख देंगे, right? And here bank is debited. So to cash. Cash is credited by bank. Contra entry over. That is on 5th. Now 6th, received a check of rupees 700 from Satyam. Received a check from Satyam. So to Satyam. To Satyam. 6th date. Received a check for rupees 700 from Satyam, and next 8th date, paid into bank Satyam's check. Now this is a new point, first time. When we receive a check, we will debit to bank. We will debit to bank. We should write in bank column. But in the problem it is given that we have received the check on 6th, but deposited the check in the bank on 8th. Right? So here the new point is, when we receive the check on 6th, we have not deposited the check in the bank. So in that case, we treat the check as cash. We have to treat the check as cash. If it is deposited same date, then we debit bank. If it is given that it is not deposited on the same date, it is deposited some other day, that means when we receive the check, we have to treat the check as cash. So to Satyam, cash column 700. Actually we received check, but we are not writing in bank column. We are treating it as cash. Now on 8th January, we are depositing the Satyam's check into bank. Now in this case, you have to treat it as a contra entry. We have to treat it as a contra entry. The bank account data to cash. Bank account data to cash. So this 700 rupees we debit to bank. Bank account debit side 700 and cash account credit side 700. Contra entry 700 C. Here also 700 C. 8th date. So here bank is debited to cash. Cash is credited by bank. So this is the first time we are coming across a new point. Cash is received, check is received on 6th, but deposited the check on 8th. Next, paid to Anurag by check 980. Paid to Anurag by check. So by Anurag, 980 rupees check, 20 rupees discount received. And 12th, cash purchases. So 12th date, by purchases, cash column 2500. 12th over. Next, 14th, withdrew from bank for office use 5000. Contract. Withdrew from bank for office use. So cash account data to bank. So cash should be debited 5000. Here debit side cash column 5000. This 5000 cash column debited. Bank column credited 5000. This is the bank column, credit side 5000. Contra entry, here also 5000 contra entry. Which date? 14th and 14th. So here cash is debited to bank. Bank is credited by cash. Contra entry. 14th or now 15th. Received a check for rupees 950 from Lakshman and allowed him discount 50. So on 15th January, received a check from Lakshman 950. But it is given 19th date, paid it into bank, Lakshman's check. So actually Lakshman check is received on 15th, but deposited it bank on 19th. So again, just now we have seen in the previous case. Check is received first, later on it is deposited. So when we receive the check, we treat it as cash. 15th date, we have received a check, but we will treat it as cash. So 15th to Lakshman, cash column 950. Cash column 950, discount allowed 50. This is on 15th Jan. Now 18th Jan, cash sales. Cash sales means goods sold for cash. So 2 sales, 7500 cash column. Right? Now one more transaction is there. 19th. Paid into bank Lakshman's check and cash 4000. So 2 transactions are there on 19th. The first transaction, Lakshman's check was deposited in bank. Actually, we have received the check from Lakshman on 15th, but we have treated that check as cash. Treated that check as cash because it is not deposited on the same day. It is deposited on 19th. Now we have to treat it as a contra entry, bank account data to cash. Bank account data to cash. So 950 rupees bank debited. So here, see here, 19th. Bank is debited 950 and cash is credited 950. Cash column is credited 950. Contra, this 950 contra 19th date. The bank is debited to cash. Cash is credited by bank. So 19th date we have deposited Lakshman's check into bank. On the same date 19th, cash deposited into bank 4000. So 2 transactions are there on 19th. First transaction, Lakshman's check deposited. Second transaction, cash deposited in bank 4000. So bank account debit side 4000. See here, 19th date, bank account debit side 4000. And same 19th date, cash account credited by 4000. Cash credited 4000, bank debited 4000. So contra entry 19th. So bank is debited to cash. Cash is credited by bank. So 2 transactions we have recorded on 19th. 21st, paid for stationery. So buy stationery 21st, 120 rupees cash. 23rd, paid commission to Rakesh 500. Paid commission to Rakesh. We are not concerned with the name of the person. What we are paying, we have to see. We are paying commission. So simply you should write by commission 500 rupees cash column. 23rd. Next, 25th. Received a check for rupees 1000 from Mohan and paid the same into bank. Specifically given, received a check from Mohan 1000 and deposited the same into bank on the same day. Previous two cases, we have not deposited on the same day. It was deposited after 1 or 2 days. But here, it is deposited on the same date. So, debit side to Lakshman, to Mohan, 25th date. 25th date to Mohan, 1000 rupees bank column debited. Now, 27th, Lakshman's check dishonored. We have received a check from Lakshman 950 rupees. See here, Lakshman 950 rupees. That 950 rupees check we have deposited in bank. Banker has informed that Lakshman's check was dishonored. So credit side we should take by Lakshman. Credit side by Lakshman 27th date. Bank column 950. When we receive the check, we have increased our bank balance. But the banker has informed that the check was dishonored. We have to reduce the bank balance. So credit side 950. 27th over. After 27th, 29th. Drew a check for rupees 800 for personal use, drawings. So here 29th date by drawings 800 rupees bank column because check is withdrawn. Paid salary by check 1500 and by cash 500. 31st Jan. Paid salaries. So by salaries check issued 1500, cash paid 500. So salary is paid through bank as well as cash. So 1500 check is issued, 500 cash is paid. 31st over. Now again 31st, bank charges 20 rupees. So credit side by bank charges 20 rupees bank column. Same insurance premium of 520 as shown in passbook. The banker has paid insurance premium. So by insurance premium 520 rupees bank column. Bank has paid. That's it. All the transactions for the month of January we have recorded. Now we have to find out the closing balance. First of all, discount debit side 50 and discount credit side 20. Discount allowed 50, discount received 20. Now cash column. After this, you have to leave some space by balance carried down, then take the total on both the sides. So debit side cash column, if you take the total 25,925. So debit side of cash book, cash column shows 25,925. From 25,925 minus all the credit items, the balancing figure you are getting 9,655. So 9,655 is the closing cash balance on 31st January 2013. So closing cash. Same way bank account. Bank account also debit side, if you take the total you are getting 29,140. 29,140 is the total on the bank column debit side. From 29,140 subtract all credit items. The balancing figure you are getting 19,370. 19,370 is the closing bank balance. So we got cash balance, we got bank balance at the end of the month 31st Jan. Now bring it to the next month 2013 February 1st. Two balance brought down below the total. This carried down is above the total and brought down is below the total. 9655, 19,370. That's all. So we have completed 7th, 8th problem. 8 main problems I have completed on cash book, subsidiary books. So if you are satisfied with my lecture, give a like to the video. Share it in your group, in your friend circle so that more students can watch these videos and increase their knowledge. And subscribe if you have not yet subscribed my channel. Give your suggestion, give your comments. I'm waiting for your comments. We'll continue the next problem in the next video.